Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So right now we are in the home section. You can see an infinitely looping hand gesture as well as the home icon portfolio image that we have. You can see it give very 3D and professional look to your website, and the social media icons, you can see the hover effect on them. And then we have the icons that we have integrated using data ions that we have integrated directly into our website, and you can see how neatly they have all been aligned. Then we can go to the education section. This is the education section. You can see the education line as well as the certificates. You can see how neatly we have added, and you can see the box shadow effect around it. Then we can go to the skills section. You can see how neatly the skills are being projected here. And we can go to the project section. You can see hover effect on the projects. You can add more as many as you want. Then contact me section. You can see hover effect on the social media icons and download CV button. Then here is a say hello button, you can see. Then we have the light and dark mode for this website. That is the main functionality of this website. Let's go to the dark mode of this website. This is the dark mode. You can see hover effect on the images, how neatly perfectly we are aligning the light and dark mode so that you can be able to use it in a very good manner. And you can see the box shadow effect. You can see the white shadow effect on the certifications. Then we can go to the skills. You can see the smooth transition taking place. Then we have the projects. And then we can go to the contact me section. See, this is the contact me section. The entire website is responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab version. Let me show you the mobile version of it. This is the mobile version of the website. You can see how perfectly we have aligned all the images exactly at the center. And we can, this is the menu bar. You can go to the education section. Just 1 second. Education section. You can see how neatly they have all been aligned. The skills section also. So the entire website is totally responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile as well as tab versions. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. And the full tutorial will be added to the YouTube channel, and there are a lot of tutorials, line by line code explanations have been done, and you can find them in my YouTube channel. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now let's go through line by line code for this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So let's go to the index.html file. In the head section we have the meta tags. Then we have the title tag for the title of the website, that is responsive portfolio website. Then we have used the link tag to link the bootstrap external link into our website. Then we have linked the standard CSS file as well as dark mode CSS file. Then we have linked to Google API font family. You can see this one as well as this one. Then we have linked the font awesome. Then Cloudflare Ajax font awesome library we have linked to our index.html file. We have also linked jQuery, and we also linked npm popper.js JS delivery. This is one of the animation style that we're going to use. And then we have the bootstrap serial enabling as well as the script tag to link the Goo- Google Manager that we have linked using the script tag, and we have default window data layer that is to push arguments JS configure. We have done using the JavaScript script library. Then we have the body class container filled body section. Here we are in the main headers body section. Then we are in the header section. The header section, you can see this is the nav element and the nav box. Header section, you can see then we have the div for our nav element using the order list and its products as well as and the tag. Then we have the section that then we have the home section. In the home section, we are creating a div for the image. You can see by using the image tag as well as including the material. Then we have section 1 inside which we have added our heading tag. Hello, I am Abhiram. Then we use the paragraph link for adding the data. Then we are using a div for separate the icon inside that. We are using anchor elements and itags. This icon, itags used for adding the font awesome icons into our website. Then we have used the same way. In the similar way, we have added LinkedIn, GitHub, as well as Google icons. Then we have used a div and as well as image tag to add our logo image. Then we can go. Then we can go to the what I do, this is one of the board details that we have added here. And before that, let's go to the CSS also so that we can be able to understand it perfectly. When we are in the body tag, you can see for the body element, we are adding the font family as well as margin. For the body section, we are adding the padding. For the P paragraph tag, we are adding the font size as well as for the anchor tag, we are adding the display was equal to none. That is the default decoration values will be removed. And we are also using font size. This is one of the one that we are adding here. We are adding an image. The search is added. Then we are adding the brand name. By brand for that we are adding the font value, font size, font weight, and color. When it percent one goes to the forward effect and as well as the background color is changing for it. Then we have section 1, column 1. In section 1, margin top is given, aligned text align is left, the position is relative. You can see this is the first section. The text is aligned towards the left hand side. Here you can see when the span length from this infinity, that is from this image that we have. Then the keyframes has given that is a because this is how we give animation spaces. Then we can go for the first image that is position of film. And then you can see media file is nothing but whenever you want to make your website responsive, all the device screen, but we use this media screen, media tags in the CSS, and here I'm using it for max look the 1183 pixel size windows screen size. Then I'm changing the first image that is right towards 160 pixel. Then ball will make for the ball class with height animation added with the keyframes we are creating the animation from 9. Then we can go to the image ball. For that also we are adding the responsive revision. For that we are changing the display positioning in the screen size of minimum of 951 pixel. And you can see margin button is applied when we are creating the button. For the button element, we are adding display background value box order 57 grid. Both here is hidden. You can see the button we use here. Then we are waiting for the iTag, we are doing the line height, font size and transition. And whenever you have the button, it will transfer scale that is increases in size and by using the changing color into this white color. For the image, we have absolutely that is not but the icon will change. This is this, and when the animation takes place, it goes by top. 10% and left minus 10%. You can see that it will move out of its original position. Then we have the media screen for the future pixel. For that, we are adding the button and button eye tags. Then we have water view section. Uh, and the so this is the water view section that we have. That is here we are adding a div element. Inside that div, we are adding the main image. That is the data icon at SVG. Then we are having the main div. Inside that, we are adding the heading using the H1 tag. Then we are adding the award values for adding the list icon as well as adding the icon that we want to add, that is Python here. If you are adding an image, both images, one is Wi-Fi as well as Panda image. Then you are going for the div, another div that is data analytics. So that we are adding data using the paragraph elements. Then the same one is copied again. The same feature is copied again. Same feature is copied again for one more time, and you can see we have an issue that is added. Then we have the footer element, and we have the script tag that we added, that is on the JS value. Now we can go to the CSS value. You can see here what I do is nothing but you can see what I do is here we have the data analytics. It's one of the features of your order. For that, we are adding the parent top, text and center, which are two parent tops, text and center. Then we are adding the which are values holding image values padding as well as space is given to with the 90% feature image SVG files. And we are adding the icons. For that also we are adding the display padding values, and we are adding the default pandas content also we are adding the lines weight and height values, and height will also mention to them. Then we are adding the media screen, that is for the maximum height is 64 pixel. We are changing them in the column way. We equal the bigger screen sizes. That is whatever the 74 pixel below size screens are there, content these values will apply to them. That is we are changing the reference direction towards column because we didn't have a lot of space in the mobile version, right? In the desktop version we have a lot of space, so we are having both of them on this side and that. But in the mobile version we don't have a lot of space, so we'll align one after the other. That is the reason we have redirection to the column. Then we have that changing right and management look at normally now is it the value that you are adding responsible design for the maximum look at 950 pixel. Can see most of the time text file and display values only with you new items are added here. Computer again we are adding the padding, color and text and symbol. Then we can go to the next one, that is the education section. This is the education section. We have already gone through all these name tags as well as this. Then we can take to the main body section. In the body section, we have already data structure. Then we can go to the section. After the header section, you are going to the section 1. Here we are adding the div, and inside the div we have tag to add the programming language. Let me show you the image also. Let me show this one second. Execution image. So this is the execution image. You can see algorithmic programming that is also mentioned here. You can see algorithmic programming that's went down. When we have an environment and we starting to add the high balance icon. When you are by using a single list item. When by using an anchor and alt tag, we are adding the anchor icon. We have the same. Then we can go to the next section, that is the continuing education section. In that, we are at the first section is the reading section. We are using div element that we are using H1 tag for this section. We are creating a timeline, so that we are creating a div for timeline 1 and the timeline section, timeline date, we have timeline row. So the timeline rewards we are having timeline G, timeline box title, and we are using the alt tag. We are adding the icon as well as then we are having the 12 degree and you can see we are adding another div for box content. Inside the box content we are using the contact for the website, and we are using the div for the for the registration. So then we're adding the div for the CGPA. The same div is copied again for the next one more time. Then we're adding then we are going for the certification section. In the certification section, you can see the div valid here. In that div, we are adding the one and only. Then we're adding the email. So we are adding the brief wherever paragraph tag. Here is the paragraph tag. Uh, then we are adding the tag for this one here. That is images and as well as card, JavaScript for this. And we're adding paragraph tag for the name. The same thing is copied again, and we're adding the footer element. That is all the featured element and dark mode, yes. Then we can go to the education CSS file. The same body element and as well as the name, relation order, to the body. Then go and you can go to see everything. You have found here on this coding. Stand center, timeline is margin top for the number pixel, position is related time. So is and is equal to pixel, how equal to from here, 100% to 50 pixel. Bottom, 50 equal to 50 pixel, top to 5 pixel, and bottom is equal to 4 pixel. See. Skills section. JavaScript based on the bootstrap that we added. Skill.css file. Then we can go to the contact section. Contact page. Contact page. Now let's go to the contact.css file. the toggle PNG, the toggle HTML file. These are the light and dark mode toggle buttons that we have in the menu bar. Beside on the logo that we have to change light mode to dark mode. This is for the toggle. We can go to the dark mode CSS like we have. Whenever we apply the dark mode, these changes will apply to our website. The color changes to each and every section. Then we have dark mode JS file. This function will activate whenever we change from white mode to dark mode. This function will be activated and it will change the theme of the website. So this is the portfolio website that we have created. This is the home page, education 2. Then we have the skills, then contact, project section, and this is the website that we have created. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing tutorials. And the source code is available in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please visit the channel for more amazing content. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So right now we are in the home section. You can see an infinitely looping hand gesture as well as the home icon portfolio image that we have. You can see it to give very 3D and professional look to your website. And the social media icons, you can see the hover effect on them. And then we have the icons that we have integrated using data ions that we have integrated directly into our website, and you can see how neatly they have all been aligned. Then we can go to the education section. This is the education section. You can see the education line as well as the certificates. You can see how neatly we have added, and you can see the box shadow effect around it. Then we can go to the skills section. You can see how neatly the skills are being projected here. And we can go to the project section. You can see hover effect on the projects. You can add more as many as you want. Then contact me section. You can see hover effect on the social media icons and download CV button. Then here is a say hello button, you can see. Then we have the light and dark mode for this website. That is the main functionality of this website. Let's go to the dark mode of this website. This is the dark mode. You can see hover effect on the images, how neatly perfectly we are aligning the light and dark mode so that you can be able to use it in a very good manner. And you can see the box shadow effect. You can see the white shadow effect on the certifications. Then we can go to the skills. You can see the smooth transition taking place. Then we have the projects. And then we can go to the contact me section. This is the contact me section. The entire website is responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab version. Let me show you the mobile version of it. This is the mobile version of the website. You can see how perfectly we have aligned all the images exactly at the center. And we can, this is the menu bar. You can go to the education section. Just 1 second. Education section. You can see how neatly they have all been aligned. The skills section also. So the entire website is totally responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile as well as tab versions. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. And the full tutorial will be added to the YouTube channel. And there are a lot of tutorials, line by line code explanations have been done. And you can find them in my YouTube channel. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Now let's go through the website. This is the home page. You can see the hover effect on the navbar elements, and you can see the typing effect JavaScript that we have used for this typing effect. Then you can see the hover effect on the buttons and as well as social media icons. Then you can see the hover effect on the portfolio image. You can see a 3D effect. Then we can go to the about me section. You can see we have integrated the icons as well as you can see the hover effect, the color change as well as the 3D look and resume button as well. You can see the movement of icon. Then we can go to the skills and skills section. You can see hover effect on the skills. You can see a 3D button effect. We have integrated all the skills. Then my education section, hovering effect. Then we can go to the project section. You can see the 3D button as well as we can view as well as code. Then we can also go to the experience section. You can see how neatly we have aligned one after the other. Then can't get in touch. That is, you can see the border when we are typing any data into it. The border is changing at the same time. The submit button, the footer. You can see the hover effect on the icons, and up arrow button to move back to the starting page. And you can see about, skills, education, then work. The work is also integrated to another page, so when you click on it you will be taken back to a next page that we have integrated here. You can go back to the starting page by back to home page button. It goes for the experience also. When you view all, you will be taken to another page that we have linked. You can go back to the home page. The entire website is responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab version. It can be accessed in different devices. Let me show you in a second. Just 1 second. Let me show you this. The website is entirely responsive, and just give me a second. I will show you the mobile as well as the tab versions. of the website. So this is the mobile version of the website. You can see home page, then you can see the transition effect, smooth transition effect, revealing, and you can see how neatly they have all been aligned. The entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, beginner friendly, and you can see the hover effect as well as menu bar. The website is also available in tab version, tab as well as the desktop versions too. So this is it's a very professional website, portfolio website. You can use it for your resume building. It will be a very good project for you. It will be a very good impression to the recruiters for your first job, landing your first job. I hope you like the website. The entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Now let's go through the website. This is the home page. You can see the hover effect on the navbar elements, and you can see the typing effect JavaScript that we have used for this typing effect. Then you can see the hover effect on the buttons and as well as social media icons. Then you can see the hover effect on the portfolio image. You can see a 3D effect. Then we can go to the about me section. You can see we have integrated the icons, as well as you can see the hover effect, the color change, as well as the 3D look and resume button as well. You can see the movement of icon. Then we can go to the skills and skills section. You can see hover effect on the skills. You can see a 3D button effect. We have integrated all the skills. Then my education section, hovering effect. Then we can go to the project section. You can see the 3D button, as well as we can view as well as code. Then we can also go to the experience section. You can see how neatly we have aligned one after the other. Then can't get in touch, that is, you can see the border when we are typing any data into it. The border is changing at the same time. The submit button, the footer, you can see the hover effect on the icons, and up arrow button to move back to the starting page. And you can see about, skills, education, then work. The work is also integrated to another page, so when you click on it, you will be taken back to a next page that we have integrated here. You can go back to the starting page by back to home page button. It goes for the experience also. When you view all, you will be taken to another page that we have linked. You can go back to the home page. The entire website is responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab version. It can be accessed in different devices. Let me show you in a second. Just 1 second. Let me show you this. The website is entirely responsive, and just give me a second. I will show you the mobile as well as the tab versions of the website. So this is the mobile version of the website. You can see home page. Then you can see the transition effect, smooth transition effect, revealing, and you can see how neatly they have all been aligned. The entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, beginner friendly, and you can see the hover effect as well as menu bar. The website is also available in tab version, tab as well as the desktop versions too. So it's a very professional website, portfolio website. You can use it for your resume building. It will be a very good project for you. It will be a very good impression to the recruiters for your first job, landing your first job. I hope you like the website. The entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. This website is entirely responsive and you can see the very perfectly professional look to your website. Your personal portfolio can be very helpful for you in your recruitment section whenever you're applying for a job. So right now we are in the home section. You can see the nav bar. You can see the hover effect on the nav elements, the color change effect, and you can see the infinite change in text. You can see how it's going back and front and revealing that text. Then we have the hover effect on the buttons. You can see. Then hover effect on the our social media icons. Then you can see the smooth transition of revealing of elements, and you can see an infinitely moving. This is done by using keyframes in the CSS. You can see the hover effect, how neatly they have all been aligned, and you can see the hover effect on the education and experience section, and you can see how neatly we have created the lines, and the skill section, the progress bar section. You can see the hover effect, and you can see how neatly we have given the bar effect, giving a very professional look to your website. Then you can see the contact me form, and you can use submit button. Right, this button is for moving back to the starting page. You can see we have also used JavaScript here, and we can go back. This website is entirely responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile version, tab version also. Now let me show you the mobile version. So this is the mobile version. You can see how neatly they have all been aligned exactly at the center, perfectly aligned. And this website is especially for the students who are looking for the resume projects, right? You need very important projects in your resume, and it will give a very professional look to your resume, and it will give a very good impression to your recruiters. Very job friendly. You can see the menu bar, and the animation effect, the transition effect is also very cool, and you can see that it is not taking very much of time or delayed responses. It is very fast, and this website is entirely beginner friendly. That is, even you can make it on by yourself. The source code is available in the description, and definitely try to build this project. And don't, if you have any doubts, any queries about the project, please do visit uh, the channel back again, and comment your errors that you are facing or any issues regarding the source code that I have provided, and or if you need any help in uh, getting new tutorials, or you want me to make any more information that you want you to let me know about web development, front-end development, and definitely comment, and source code is available in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video. The full tutorials are also available on the website. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So now let's go to the index.html file. Right now we are in the index.html file. In the head section, you can see the meta tags. Then we have the title tag, that is responsive personal portfolio website. Then we have the link tag for our style.css file. You can see this is the style.css file. Then we have the link for box icons using the link tag. Then we have the body tag. In that we have the header tag, an anchor tag with the logo, that is art. Then we are using a div element for the animation, that is for the menu icons that we are going to use in the mobile version. Then we have the main navbar. Inside that we have the anchor tag with the h reference to that particular section. Whenever we click on that button, we will move to that particular section, like home, about, education, skills and contact sections. Then we have active nav span element and animation for the span element. This is for the animation effect that we have created in the for the website. For this animation here, we are using this to get a proper animation. Then we can go to the home section. In the home section, we can see that we have the main div, that is the home content div. Inside we have an h1 element, that is heading tag. Here we are using the name. Then we have text animate, the text that we want to animate. For that we are using a div, and then we are using an h3 element for that name, and we are using a span element for the animation that we are going to use. You can see here in the image, the front end developer is an entirely typing animation effect will be visible to you. We are going to use the CSS for that. Then we have the paragraph tag and span element for animation. Then we have another div, that is button box. Inside that we have two anchor elements with hire me and let's talk buttons, with giving class name as button. For the button effect, we are using CSS for creating these buttons here, giving a proper button effect. Then we have another div for home side. Here these are the social media icons we have, that is box icons. Here we are using by the I tags, we are referring Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Then we are adding a span element for the animation. This span element is for the animation purposes. Then we have another div for image hover. Here we are adding a span element for that. Now the home section ends here. So now let's go to the CSS also, and so that you can be able to understand it perfectly. First we are importing the Google fonts, that is Poppins, using the date import URL. Then we are giving the global fonts here, global values we are giving, that is margin, padding, box size, box sizing, text decoration is none, border is none, outline is none, scroll behavior is smooth. The font family that we are going to use is Poppins sans serif. The root element is nothing but whatever the values that you are going to use in this website, you can add here. I'm adding the main colors that I'm going to use in this, and I'm going to call those colors by using the var element. You can see here var bg color for the body element. By giving the name here, I'm calling this over here by using the var element. Then for HTML font size and overflow is hidden. Then body tag, for that we are adding the background color, background as well as color to it. Then we have the header. For the header, position is fixed, 0, top is 0, left is 0, width is 100%, padding is given, background is transparent, displays flex, justify content is space between. You can see that the logo as well as the nav elements are spaced, the space is added between them. Then all items are aligned exactly at the center. Then header sticky, background equal to variable. For the background we are adding the color for this. Then we can go to the logo. The logo position, font size, color and font weight is given. Navbar is relative, and for each navbar anchor element we are giving the font size, color, font weight and margin is given to them. And whenever you hover on to the navbar, as well as whenever it is an active color, the color will change to main color. You can see here main color is the blue color. Whenever it is in active state, the sound will appear. And as well as whenever the menu icon says, I think position is relative, font size is 3.6 rem, color is given, cursor pointer, displays none. So this menu icons will only be displayed. This one is for the mobile version. And here what we are going, let me show you the script also, so that I will complete the header section here itself. So you can see here I am taking the reference as query selector, menu icon. So this menu icon I'm creating a constant in the JavaScript, that is menu icon and navbar. So whenever you click on the menu icon, it will toggle the active list to it. So what is this active means is that whenever you click on the menu icon here, that will be available in the mobile version, then it will add this active list to this particular navbar. And whenever you add the active list to it, the menu bar will be displayed. The menu will be displayed. You can see here the menu icon displays none, but whenever you click on the menu icon, the display will change into active, and the menu items will be visible in the mobile view. Then the section starts. For the section we are adding minimum height and padding is given. For the home section I'm adding displays flex, align items is center, and I'm adding the background image using the URL. And you can see the background image. This is the background image that I've added. Then we can go to the home content. Maximum width is given, C index, and for h1 element we are adding the position. And font weights are added. Then we are adding the h1 span element. For that we are adding the color. You can see h1 span element, this is the one span element, we are adding the color to it. Then we are using the text animate. For that width is given. For each text animate h3 element we are adding the font size, font weight, color is transparent, vector text stroke. This is nothing by using this linear gradient effect. What we are creating is that you can see that this text will front-end developer is there, right? So it will continuously move and it will create a hollow structure. That is, front-end development will be like in the skeleton structure, and it will fill the color whenever it's moving towards forward and go back. It will go back also. That is created here by using the CSS. And history animation is added to it, that is home bg text. Then we are using the before effect to create it, and then it's the home content, paragraph element, position, font size, margin is given. Then we have the line height, and for the button box we are giving position is relative and justify content is space between, so that the both buttons are placed beside each other with space between them. Then for the each button we are adding the display, justify content is added, height is added, background border radius is 2 rem, and we are adding the border equal to 0.8 rem, right? So it is giving a lightly curved edges to the buttons that were created. And whenever you hover onto it, the color will change. And for the nth child, that is by selecting child also, we can select which one that we want to prefer. For the second one, here we are using the background is transparent and color is main color. You can see here the second button is only having the border color is given to it. There is no background color to it. Then we have for the second child, whenever you hover onto it, the color will change into PG color, and background color also will change. That is, it will come back to the full color like the first one. Then before home social icons. For that we are using the absolute button where this is display flex, justify content is space between. You can see all of them are aligned between each space added between them, the social icons. Then each for each social icon a anchor tag, we are giving the display height values, background border radius is given, border radius is 50%, so you can see an entire circle around the icon. Then whenever you hover onto them, the color will change. Before, and whenever you hover onto this icon, that is the social media icon, it will continuously, the background will change, and the Facebook F, right? So icon will change into white color. Then we can go to the about section. I show you the about image. This is the about image. This is the about section. In the about section we are using the heading, the same one that we have already went to, that is the heading tag, that is about me. And when we are using a div element here for about image, in that we are adding an image tag for the portfolio image, and we are creating one span element for circular spin, animation scroll. For both of them we are creating two span elements. Then we have a div for about content, and I'm using an h3 element for the heading. Then paragraph element, then I have a span element for the animation scroll. Then I have another div for btn box and buttons, that exactly the same as the above one. Here I am using an anchor tag for contact me button and animation scroll that we have already seen. So now let's go to the CSS along with it. Here you can see I'm adding display flex, justify content is center, or everything is aligned exactly the center, and the flex direction is column, right? So everything is aligned exactly in the center, in the column direction, that is one after the another. And heading, we are using position is related to span element, color is given to it, and about image we are giving the relative position, height width is given, border radius is 50%. You can see giving an exact circle for the image. Then circular spin is the circular spin is nothing but, you can see the semicircle that is around here, it is continuously spinning, right? That one is created by using the circular spin that we have added as a span element. In that, by using the position is absolute, top is 50% and left is 50%, it is exactly covering it. Transition border radius is 50% is given to it, and you can see the border and about content we are using text and center, and history element, paragraph element also we are adding font size, margin values. Then button boxes we are using display is equal to inline block, and whenever you hover onto it, the background color will change for the button. Then we can go to the education section. This is the education section, education and experience section. Here is the education section. In that I'm using the H2 element for the heading as usual. Then I'm using the education row. Inside that I'm using a div as education column where H3 element is used as the title, that is education, and inside that I have a main div, that is education box. Inside that I have an education content which is repeated again for as many educations that you want to add. This is the div I'm repeating here. We can see a div. Inside that we have a content and div for adding the years, that is by using the box icons. I am adding the icon, that is calendar icon, and then I'm using history element for the heading, paragraph element. Then the same div is copied again, the education content div is copied again for 3 more times, and I'm adding a span element for animation scroll. Then I'm going for the experience section. In that experience section, the same code that I've used here, the same code I'm copying again here, and in the place of education I'm using the experience. That is the only data I'm changing. You can see I'm adding it for 3 more times for the experience section, and I'm adding the span element animate scroll. This is the education and experience section. Now let's go to the CSS file. So it displays flex, justify content is center, align items is center, flex direction is column, minimum height is auto. So you can see they're aligned in the column direction, that is one after the another. And each education row displays flex direction is wrap, and gap is 5 m. You can see the gap between each and every one is 5 m. Then we have the title. For the title position, display, font size and margin is given. And education box, we are adding the border left to it. And for each education content, we are adding the padding left and before. This is for the content. The box effect you can see in the image. So this one, whenever you hover onto it, it will change. That box effect is created by using the before one, by creating a border radius 50%. This is nothing but the one that is here. You can see the circular one. We are creating it using the before effect, education content before effect. We are creating top is 0, left is 0, left is minus 1.1, and height is 2 m. The border is 50%, creating an exact circular dot by using the before effect of the CSS file. Then we are using the content. For the content, we are adding the display. Position is relative, padding, border radius is given to it, margin bottom is 2 m, overflow is hidden. You can see this is for the box that we are creating. That is the reason we are getting a lightly curved edges. Then before width equal to 100%. Over, whenever you hover onto the width will change to 100%. And here, for the ear element, we are adding the font size, color and padding bottom is added. For ear I tag, we are adding the padding right, history element, paragraph element. Then we are going to the skills section. This is let me show you the skills section. This is the skills section. In the skills section, we have the H2 element, same heading tag. Then we have the main div, that is skills row, and skills column. In that we are adding the H3 element for the heading tag element for the title, that is coding skills, and we are using a div, that is skill box. Inside that we have another div, that is skill content, and has a div for each div, that is progress. For each and every skill we are adding an H3 element. Then we are adding a div for the bar that we are going to create, and the same div is copied again for CSS, JavaScript, React, and we are adding a span element for animation scroll. The same div, the same entire div, that is skill box, is entire div is copied again for professional skills, and I'm using same one, the H3 element div for the bar. So same one I'm using here also for the next, that is for the professional skills, and I'm adding a span element for the animation scroll. Then you can see that the skill section ends here. You can go to the CSS here. The skills, minimum height is auto, padding bottom is 7 rem, background is given to it. Then we have the skills H2, that is for the H2 tag, that is heading tag. We are adding displays inline block. Left is given to, left is 50%, transforms translate wise minus 50%. That is nothing but whenever you can see here, whenever you hover onto it, the background will be there, right? Then for the H2 element that we have added, then we have the skills row. For each skills row displays flex direction is wrap. Skills column, we are adding flex equal to 140 rem, because of which only the flex items will be aligned exactly one after the another. Then we have title skills box, then skills content. For that we are adding the position, border radius is given to it. Then we have skills content before. uh, then we have 0%, where height is width is given to it. Then we have width is 0%, height is 100%, background bar bg color is given, the index is -1, transition is -5 seconds. And this is nothing but whenever you hover onto this skills section, right, coding skills or professional skills, you will see a light screen effect that will be displayed to you by using this one before effect that we are creating here. Then for the progress bar we are adding the padding and its real element, font size, display flex, space between we are adding. Then we are adding the span. For the span we are adding the color. And for the bar we are creating height is equal to 2.5 m, border radius is 8 m. You can see here the bar, this bar, the percentage bar, and progress for each and every progress bar by using the child values we are giving the width values to it, so that we will be able to get the exact score that we're adding here. You can see 90% bar is filled, 80%, 80% bar is filled. Similar way, that is how we are adding the, by using the end child values we are adding the values to it. By changing the width values we are adding them for each and every child element. Then we can go to the contact me section. This is the contact section. The contact section, you can see we have the same heading tag for the h2 element using the h2 element, and then we have the form element. Inside that we have a box for input box and input field div. Inside that we have an input tag with the type is text and placeholder is given as full name. And we have the span element for focus element that we're going to create. The same div, input field div, is copied again for 2 more times, and we are adding a span element for the animation scroll. Then we have the same input div box copied again for 2 more times for input number, for the type number, text for adding the mobile number and email subject. And we are having the same span element animation scroll. Then we have a text area field. In that we are adding a text area tag for by with the columns as 30, row is 10. Whenever you want to add more data that you want to let the user to enter, then we use the text area. Then we use the text area, and then we have the div for the btn box, that is buttons. That is one is submit button that we are adding, and animation scroll span value is added here. And we have the footer. In that footer we are adding the div, the main div. Inside that we have the paragraph tag for adding the copyright button, and animation scroll span is added here. Then we have the footer icon top. This button is nothing but arrow up button, so whenever you click on this button it will move back to the starting page. And we have linked our script element by using the script tag. This is the one. This is the contact me form. The contact, for that we are adding minimum height, padding bottom is given. Contact h2 value, that is heading to value, we are adding displays inline block, left is 50%, transform stands at 50%. And we are adding the contact form. For the form element we are adding maximum width equal to 70 rem, margin and text align is center, and each input box is positioned related to displays flex, justify content space between, the flex wrap is wrap. So you can see they are wrapped in one single row beside each other, and space is added between them. You can see here the space is added, justify content space between. Then for each input field we are adding the position is relative, width is 49%, margin is given to it, field input, text area. For the field input as well as for the text area we are adding the width values. You can see width is 100%, height is 100%, font size, font weight value, color background is given to it, border radius is 6 rem. You can see lightly curved edges for each and input element that we have. Then for the placeholder we are adding the color as text color. You can see placeholder with the values, that is full name, mobile number, email subject, your name, your message. Then focus element, for the focus element we are adding the absolute. There's nothing but whenever you click on this button and enter any data, for that one we are adding the focus element. This focus element will be visible for each and every one. You can see here focus for the input fields as well as for the text area. The width will be equal to 100%. It will give a very classy and professional look to your website. Then we have the text area field. For that position is relative, margin, display flex is given to it. The text area resize is none. Resize is nothing but the size will not increase until it will just continuously enter. The user can enter the data. For the buttons, we are adding the cursor pointer. Footer displays flex, justify continuous space between align item to center. We are adding the footer elements here. Footer has only two elements. One is the button for up arrow, and one is for the copyright button that we have in the paragraph element. Icon top, anchor tag that we have used for it. Position is added to it. Display flex is center, align is center. Overflow is hidden. Then for the anchor tag before, we are creating a box effect that is given onto it. So whenever you hover onto it, the width will be 100%. It is an animation that we have added. Then you can see the animation reload and scroll. That is this animate for the animation is added to it. Position is absolute. Top is 0, width is 100%, height is 100%, background with BG color, and width is given to it. And for each animation that we are doing is for the logo, navbar, and menu icon, and home, show, animate, animation. This for that we are adding the animation that is show right. The show right is nothing but you can show right animation is added to it. That is from the right side. The animation will start, and in the child we are adding the background color is given. And for about show animation and education show animate, skill show animate, for that transition delay will be calculated based on whenever you moving from one section to the section, right? Then the animation will take place. Then for now selection we are using for Firefox. Here I am using color, background is added, selection is color and background is added. For the breakpoints is nothing but the responsive web design. That is nothing but whenever you want to make your website available in mobile, tab, desktop, in any version of the devices that you want to apply, then you will add the edited media queries to it. That based on the size, that is 200 pixel is nothing but for the desktop version I'm creating here. So first you have to do is that you have to complete the website in any one of it, that is either in mobile or in desktop. You complete the entire code, then you just have to change the font size values, padding values. You can see padding, width values are changing because in the mobile view you don't have as much as space as in the desktop, right? The space is reduced, so we have to reduce the values. That's all. We are not creating any new values here, we are just reducing the values. We are changing the display values here. You can see the navbar active, left equal to 0. This is whenever you click on the nav menu icon that we have seen in the script, right? In the script in the script.js we have seen this is for the navbar, right? So that will add the active list and it will display the menu icon for us. It will display the menu bar, entire menu, that is active navbar, and position is right here. Active nav element left, transition nav element, anchor tags, we are adding the font size printer. Then you can see for the 520 below values, this is for the different screen sizes I'm using here. Display values only will change. Most of the time display values, font size values, margin values will change. Change is nothing but we are not adding anything, we are reducing the size values, that's all. First it will be like 10 rem, we are using 5 rem, that's all. And these are the animations that we are using. By using the keyframes we can add an animation that is mentioning the percentages that we want the animation to take place. You can write here, and you can see this is for the home cursor and about spinner and show right button, that is width equal to 0%, 100%. This is the entire one. This is the navbar that we have added, header sticky. This window is nothing but whenever you move on from one section to another section, right, it will get the attribute as id values will, it will catch up, and those id values will be used to know that right now at which section you are right now in, and it will make the top menu icon nav elements will be there, right? The color will change automatically, so that it is like continuously recognizing which section you are moving from. So that is added here by just by gathering your id values of your particular section. That's it. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content, for more tutorials, and source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely let me know what your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. This website is entirely responsive, and you can see the very perfectly professional look to your website. Your personal portfolio can be very helpful for you in your recruitment section whenever you are applying for a job. So right now we are in the home section. You can see the navbar. You can see the hover effect on the nav elements, the color change effect, and you can see the infinite change in text. You can see how it's going back and front and revealing that text. Then we have the hover effect on the buttons. You can see. Then hover effect on the our social media icons. Then you can see the smooth transition of revealing of elements, and you can see an infinitely moving. This is done by using keyframes in the CSS. You can see the hover effect, how neatly they have all been aligned, and you can see the effect, hover effect on the education and experience section, and you can see how neatly we have created the lines, and the skill section, the progress bar section. You can see the hover effect, and you can see how neatly we have given the bar effect, giving a very professional look to your website. Then you can see the contact me form, and you can use submit button. Right, this button is for moving back to the starting page. You can see we have also used JavaScript here, and we can go back. We can this website is entirely responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile version, tab version also. Now let me show you the mobile version. So this is the mobile version. You can see how neatly they have all been aligned exactly at the center, perfectly aligned. And this website is especially for the students who are looking for the resume projects, right? You need very important projects in your resume, and it will give a very professional look to your resume, and it will give a very good impression to your recruiters. Very job friendly. You can see the menu bar, and the animation effect, the transition effect is also very cool, and you can see that it is not taking very much of time or delayed responses. It is very fast, and this website is entirely beginner friendly. That is, even you can make it on by yourself. The source code is available in the description, and definitely try to build this project. And don't, if you have any doubts, any queries about the project, please do visit uh, the channel back again, and comment your errors that you are facing or any issues regarding the source code that I have provided, and or if you need any help in uh, getting new tutorials, or you want me to make any more information that you want you to let me know about web development, front-end development, and definitely comment, comment, and source code is available in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video. The full tutorials are also available on the website. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. This website is entirely made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Very beginner friendly project. Definitely try to make this project. It will be a very helpful to gain more experience and knowledge on web development. So now let's go through the website. This is the home page. We can see the very animation effect on the fonts that we have, that headings. Then you can see the effect on the blocks. This is the image that we added. Then you can see the about me section, and you can see continuously moving skill sets that I have added here. Then you can see my skill section. Then you can see the barring effects, how neatly they are coming in animation. Then this is my work, the portfolios that I have created, and you can see the hover effect on it, creating a background. Then you can also move using the swiper JavaScript library we have used here. You can see how neatly they have all been aligned, and you can see the box shadow effect around the images as well. Then we can also move to the next section, that is the block section. You can see the hover effect on them, and you can see change in color as well as getting an overlay white color background. Then we have the contact section and send button, and we have the social media icons. You can see the hover effect based on the color of their particular section. Then we can go to the about section. This is the about section. This is the about section. You can see where the smooth transition, and you can also download your resume from here. And then we can go to the work section. The work section we have here. The blocks. The block section. See the smooth transition effect. And any block suggestion that you want to give, you can enter here in the form element. Then contact section. You can see this is the loader that I have created, loader effect, before getting online into the website. Contact section, you can see the box shadow effect around the form element, as well as the social media icons, the GPS location also. The entire website is responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab version. Let me show you that. The mobile version of the website. You can see the smooth transition effect, how neatly they are all been aligned. You can see the very good transition effect, as well as perfectly aligned everything in their respective places. And this is the menu bar, and this website is also available in mobile and tab version. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing tutorials, and the source code will be available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. This website is entirely made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Very beginner friendly project. Definitely try to make this project. It will be a very helpful to gain more experience and knowledge on web development. So now let's go through the website. This is the home page. We can see the very animation effect on the fonts that we have, that headings. Then you can see the effect on the blocks. This is the image that we added. Then we can see the about me section, and you can see continuously moving skill sets that I have added here. Then you can see my skill section. Then you can see the barring effects, how neatly they are coming in animation. Then this is my work, the portfolios that I have created, and you can see the hover effect on it, creating a background. Then we can also move using the swiper JavaScript library we have used here. You can see how neatly they have all been aligned, and you can see the box shadow effect around the images as well. Then we can also move to the next section, that is the block section. You can see the hover effect on them, and you can see change in color as well as getting an overlay white color background. Then we have the contact section and send button, and we have the social media icons. You can see the hover effect based on the color of their particular section. Then we can go to the about section. This is the about section. This is the about section. You can see where the smooth transition, and you can also download your resume from here. And then we can go to the work section. The work section we have here. The blocks. The block section. With the smooth transition effect. And any block suggestion that you want to give, you can enter here in the form element. Then contact section. You can see this is the loader that I have created, loader effect, before getting online into the website. Contact section, you can see the box shadow effect around the form element, as well as the social media icons, the GPS location also. The entire website is responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab version. Let me show you that. The mobile version of the website, you can see the smooth transition effect, how neatly they are all been aligned. You can see the very good transition effect, as well as perfectly aligned everything in their respective places. And this is the menu bar, and this website is also available in mobile and tab version. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing tutorials, and the source code will be available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. And if you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel. There are more awesome websites built using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, React.js as well. And we have added so many animation. We have used a lot of JavaScript libraries like AOS, animation and typing JavaScript. So definitely try to visit the channel. And now let's go through the website. You can see the hover effect on the navbar, the color change effect, and you can see the hover effect on the social media icons, and you can see the box shadow effect around the navbar, and you can see the hover effect as well as you can see the color change, background color change and hover effect on the button. Then you can see the bar design using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so that we can be able to mention the proficiency at that particular work. You can see here. Then we have added some icons to represent the things that we do, that is web developer, mobile developer, networking and debugging. And you can see the projects here. You can see the hover effect on the button. Then you can see the projects. You can see the hover effect on the demo button. You can see how neatly we have given the background color to the entire project work. Then you can see here two more projects, demo buttons. Then we have the contact me form, name, email and message, and you can see the hover effect on the button and the footer with social media icons. This entire website is also available in mobile and tab version. That is, it is entirely responsive website. Let me show you that. This is the desktop view of the website as you've seen before. Now let's try to go to see the tab version and mobile version of the website. You can see this is the mobile version of the website, how neatly they are aligned, the projects as well as the contact me form. You can see how neatly they have all been aligned. You can see this is the navigational bar, and you can see below support at the date, email, our contact details and the social media icons. And you can see the responsiveness of this website, that is movement from one page to the another by clicking on the particular navbar. You can see the project. So this website is entirely responsive, and this entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing front-end works using HTML, CSS and JavaScript as well as React.js. If you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the description. Please let me know in the comment section, and the source code is available in the description. And definitely try to build this project. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's go through the line by line code for this professional portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So now let's go to index.html file. In the index.html file, you can see in the head tag we have the meta elements for SEO purposes. Then we have the title tag for providing the title of the website, that is responsive portfolio. Then we have links to connect the font families and Google API with our index.html. We have used the link tag and we have referred them to through an external link. Then we have another link tag to link our style.css file. You can see this is our style.css file. Then we have linked two images. One is a PNG and one is the SVG file that we want to load before the website. That is the reason we have mentioned relevance is preload. Those two elements are added by using the link tag in the head section. So those will be reloaded first. Then let's go to the body section. In the body section, right now we are in the header section, and in the header section you can see that we have a div as container, and in that div we have an anchor tag to referring to our image, that is a portfolio image. Then we have our nav element, navbar tag for having the nav elements, that is one. We have another div where nav top, that is portfolio image, as well as we have this nav close button, which is for the uh, mobile view. Whenever the screen size is small, we will not be able to display the entire website, right? So we will not be able to display this entire nav bar. So because the size of the screen is very small for the mobile, so we will hide this website using the before and after function in the CSS file, and using an aside function. By clicking on that button, we will be able to recall that navbar into our website. So for that, we are adding that nav button here, which is for the mobile. Then we have this portfolio image is for, you can see here, the portfolio image is here. Then we have uh, the unordered list for, then we have list item, and by using the anchor element we are writing the navbar elements, that is home, about, projects, contact. And by adding the h reference, we are moving to that particular section. So whenever you click on this particular button, that is when you click on the home button, you will be moved to the home section. You can see here the home section we have id as home. So for the particular id, whatever id we mention here in the h reference of that particular anchor tag, that for that section we will be moved. So here I am mentioning hashtag home and hashtag about, hashtag project, hashtag contact. Then we have another div, that is to mention the uh, Gmail, email address as well as mobile number. This will also visible in the mobile view. And we have, next we have is the social links, that is our Twitter. By using the unordered list, we are having the list elements, that is list elements. Then we have anchor element, and we have used the icons for this. Here I am linking Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Then we come to the end of the navbar. Then we have another button function to open the nav menu button. That is in the mobile version we won't be able to have the entire nav bar, so we'll be adding a menu button. So whenever you click on that menu button, then it will open the menu bar, that is our nav bar. And whenever you click on the cross button, that is mentioned here, you can see this is the close button. So whenever you click on this close button, automatically the menu will close. So next we have an overlay. Then we have header section completes here. So now let's go to the CSS file along with our HTML, so that you can be able to understand each and every section perfectly. Let me show you the image also. So first we will go to the root element. So root is nothing but whenever you want to reuse the values again and again in your website, you don't have to write them every time. You don't have to mention like this HSLA 0%, 100%. It will take a lot of time. So you will mention all those values by giving them particular names, like I mentioned here, that dash dash byte. So such values you can mention here, and by using the var element, you can, let me show you the var element. Here you can see HTML font family var. Then I'm mentioning the name that I have given, that is ff manrope. So here you can see here ff manrope is the font family that we are using, that is manrope font family. So it will be directly use it at that particular point without having to write this entire value. So such elements are represented in the root element. You can see all the colors I have mentioned here. Then font family, then font sizes I have mentioned. Then I have font weight, that is 700. Then section padding and shadow effects. You can see the shadow effect here also. The box shadow effect, that effect values also I have mentioned here. Then I have radius values, then transition values also I have given. Next we can go to the star, that is the basic values, starting values, margin padding 0, box size in this border box. Then we have list element. For any default list value, there will be default CSS will be applied to those list items. So we are removing those values by using list style equal to none. And for the anchor tag, image tag, span and button, and for the icons we using display is equal to block. And for the anchor tag also we have inherited, that is default value. So here we are giving color inherent, then text decoration is none, is that we will remove the underline. You can see that whenever we are using anchor tag in the website, you can see that it will have an underline and it will be in the blue color. So those values can be removed by using the text decoration is none. Then for the image also we are mentioning the height is auto. And for input and button and text area, for these three form values we are using background equal to none, border equal to none, font is inherent. Inherent means that the default values that is present, those values will be taken. Then input for the text area width equal to 100%. Button, for the button we are adding cursor pointer. You can see whenever I hover onto the index.html file, you can see the pointer. So pointer value, that is nothing but cursor pointer. And for the icons we are using pointer event is none. HTML section for the entire body of the section, and we are using the font family, font size and scroll behavior is smooth. Then we have body element. For that we are adding the background color, and the color to the color is also added to it. Then we have adding font size and line height. Line height is nothing but, you can see the gap in each and every line is mentioned. Hello, I am Abhiram. Then in the next line we are having some space, and we are based in Russia. So that space is nothing but the line height. The gap between each and every line is nothing but line height. Then we have body.nav active overflow equal to hidden. So whenever the nav bar goes out, the elements are more, then it will be hidden. And this WebKit scroll bar is nothing but the scroll element that we have used. Uh, this is the scroll. This is how you implement scroll bar to your personal website. Then you can give the background color to it, and you can mention the hover effect also. So whenever you hover onto that scroll bar, you can see here this is the scroll bar for the VS Code. You can see that how the background color and the border radius is not given here also. You can see the square box. It is a little bit darker than the scroll bar itself. So those colors you can mention here. And whenever you hover onto it, you can see it glows. So similar way, here also I'm adding scroll bar thumb hover. I want change in color. Just like here, how it changes whenever hover onto it. Next we have the container, that is padding inline is 16px, then social list displays flex, align items is center, gap is 12 pixels. This social list is nothing but, you can see here the social icons. So here we are using displays flex, and we are having space of 12 pixel between each and every social media icon. Then we have social link. For that we are using font size is 2rem, transition is where transition 1. As I shown you on the website, whenever you hover onto them, the social media icon will move towards upside. The transition effect value is given here. Next we have you can see whenever you hover onto any of the social link, the transition will take place, that it will move towards upside and will change in color to orange color. Then we have a section. For the section we are adding padding block, where section padding is added to it. Then width is added to it. Then h1, h2, h3, h4, these are the heading tags, and for those heading tags we are adding the color and we are adding the line height. And for each and every tag we are mentioning the font size values for h1, h2, h3, h4. You can see as the h1 to h6 are the heading values. As you go from h1 to h6, the size of the values, the text will reduce. So here we are giving our own preferential values. Then for the button element, you can see the button element here also. This is the button element. Then for the button element, we are adding color, font size, font weight, border is given 2 pixels solid. Then we are max width is equal to max content. So how much is the content, that much space it can take. So based on the value that you mention here. Then we have padding is given 12 pixel and 28 pixel. You can see 12 pixel is up and down. Then we have 28 pixel left and right. And by using the border radius value, that is border radius, we are having a curved structure to both ends of the button by using the border radius value. Transition, Transition is nothing but whenever you hover onto this button, it will move towards upside, and whenever you hover onto this contact me button, it will change the background color and it will move towards upside. So it is also there, that is hover and focus while you can see that it will move towards upside. And whenever you hover on button secondary, whenever you hover onto it, it will move, it will change its color, that is the background color will change into orange and it will move towards upside. Then next we have section text. For the section text, font size is given, margin block end is given, then grid list is display grid, gap is equal to 30 pixel. Then you can see here the grid list. This is these two elements are in the grid format, and we are giving the gap between them is given here, that is 30 pixel. Then we have data reveal. For the data reveal option, we are adding the transition effect. Uh, Transform translate minus 30 pixel. Then we have 30 pixel bottom. This is for the transition data revealing, that will happen whenever we refresh the website. Then we will get these values uh, changing, that is it will come in an animation format. Towards the top it will move for 30 pixel, and bottom value will be from 30 pixel, and left it will come from minus 30 pixel, and x direction it will come from 30 pixel. That means for each and every direction we are moving the elements through a smooth animation. Then we will reveal the data reveal will be happening. Then we have the header element. For the header element, we are position is absolute, that is it will be fixed on the top. Top is 0, left is 0, background color is white, width is 100%, padding block is given. Box shadow effect, you can see the box shadow effect around the nav bar, that is entire header section. You can see the box shadow effect, the shadow around the header section, that is done by using box shadow. Then when header is active, position is fixed, animation is slide in, that is 0.5 second is forward. So whenever you move from one section to another section, the navbar will be fixed at the top, so it will be available in each and every section, that is given here. Then you can see header container, displays flex, the justify content is space between, and align items is center. So here what we are doing, here we have three elements. One is the logo, one is the navbar, and one is the social icon list in the entire header section. So by using the flex and space between, we are giving equal space between each and every content, and we are aligning them at exactly at the center of this particular header. You can see they are aligned exactly at the center of the header. Then we can go to nav open button. This is for the mobile version. So whenever we are in the mobile version, we'll get this one. The button will be there available in the main header position, and the nav bar will be invisible. So whenever you click on that button, it will be visible. For that, we are adding the font size and color values. Then we have nav bar, that is fixed. Top is 0, left is minus 300 pixel, and background color is given. Background color and color is given to it. Max width, then width is given. Height, padding block, and displays flex direction is column. And then we have gap is 30 pixel, visibility is hidden. So these all values are given for the mobile version. So it will be, you can see here, left minus 300 pixel means, just imagine that this is the website slide. So what I'm doing, I'm giving minus 300%. That means it will move out of the website, because it is negative value, it will go out of the website, and the visibility is hidden. So whenever you click on the navbar button, that will be visible in the mobile version. Then you can see for the navbar we are adding an active element. By adding this active element, visibility will be visible, and transform translate x is equal to 300 pixel. That is, it will move from minus 300 to 300. That means it is outside of the website. So whenever you click on the nav button, it will move inside of the website, and you can see a small slide effect, and you will be able to see the nav elements, that is uh, home, about, projects, as well as you can see here these values will be revealed. You can see home, about, projects, and contact will be revealed from the left side to right side. That is done here. Then we have nav top, that is displays flex, justify content is space between, align items is center. Next we have nav close button. So whenever you want to close the navbar, you can have a cross symbol that is here by using the ion icon. Ion icon, we are having the close outline. It will be available in the navbar. So whenever you click on that value, the what will happen is that it will move the back towards the back section. That is, it will become minus 300 again. It will navbar will move out of the section. Then we have nav close button, ion icon. For that we are having the stroke width, which is the width of the icon. And whenever we over onto the nav close button, you can see the background color is changed. Then navbar list, for that we are adding auto. Then navbar link, this is for the mobile versions. Then we have the uh, contact link transition. You can see for the contact link, this is the contact me button. So whenever you hover onto this button, the background color will change and it will move towards upside. That values are mentioned here. Then we have overlay, that is fixed, top is 0, left is 0, width is 100%, height is 100%, background color is 1, pointer remains is none, opacity is 0, transition is var. You can see here this image is actually hovering onto another image, that is nothing but uh, overlay. You can say overlay. And for that overlay we have this 250 plus projects done, this values given. So by using this overlay we are able to fix the position and we are able to arrange the element onto it. That is our portfolio image. Next we have hero section. uh, just 1 second, let me show you the hero section. So here we are in the main section, and in the main section we are in the hero section. In the hero section we have figure, that is the portfolio image, and hero shapes SVG file that we have. Next we have hero content. In the div we have h1 element to represent the I am front-end developer, and paragraph element to mention the small information about the work that I'm doing, and I'm using another div element to have both of my buttons, that is my projects and contact me buttons. This is the hero section, and for that only we have talked about the button system. Now let's talk about the hero. Then we have hero container, displays grid, gap is 50 pixels. So displays grid, so both are having in different containers, so they will they will move each side by having a gap of 50 pixels. Then we have hero banner, position is relative, max width is max content, margin inline is auto. Margin inline is auto. You can see, uh, 1 second, you can see here this background and this image is actually the banner image for the hero element that is done here. Then we have W100, which is for the blob SVG file that we have used. For that we have given the values. Then we have hero shape. For that, position is absolute, bottom 10%, right is 2%, filter, drop, shadow, effect. Then you can see, next we have hero content, text align is center, all the data is aligned exactly at the center. Then we have section text. For that we are giving margin block. Then button wrapper, because we are adding display flex wrap is wrap, justify content is center, align items is center, and gap is 12 pixel. You can see my projects and contact me button, both are in the button wrapper. They are aligned exactly the center with a gap of 12 pixel. Next we have the about section. So let's go to the about section here in the index.html. So this is the about section. We have container as the main div, then we have wrapper div, and then we have another div for the left, that is for the left data that we have. That is what I do, and by using h2 element. Then we have paragraph tag to mention the values that I'm currently working on. Then we have towards the data release towards the right side. This is for the animation. That is how we are integrating the JavaScript library inside here. So by mentioning right and left, we are giving the animation reveal to it. So that means what I do and this paragraph element I'm working in web development will move from left side to right side. And this progressive list, that is web developer 100%, this mobile developer, and these values will move from right side to the center of the reveal. And you can see here I'm using an unordered list in the right hand side, that is progressive list. And we have list item. In the each list item I'm having two divs. One div is to mention what is the project, that what is the domain, that is web developer, by using the paragraph element. And by having the span element, I'm mentioning the percentage of proficiency with that uh, particular domain that I'm working in. Then I have another div that is for to filling the progress bar. This is exactly how you're gonna fill the progress bar. Let me show you the image. Just one second. So you can see the progress bar is filled here, 100%, 90%, 85%, 90%. So this progress bar is done here. You can see I'm having a div named as progress. Then I have another div that is progress fill. So here what I'm doing, I'm giving style equal to 100%. That is, I want to fill the entire div progress div with 100%, that so that it will looks like that I have 100% proficiency in this particular domain. So I'm filling it with equal to 100%. Here I'm giving the width, and I'm adding the background color. You can see in the same color we have this value, that is the progress bar, that spreads across the entire progress div, and we are showcasing that it is 100%. So similar way, if we are copying the same element progress item again, here you can see for the mobile developer I only have 90% proficiency. So what I'm doing, I am 80% proficiency, so I am mentioning width is equal to 80%. And you can see I am providing the background color is here. So by providing that, I am telling that in the entire progress div I only have 90% of proficiency. So that this is how you represent it. Then similarly, you can copy again the list progress item two more times for two more elements, that is networking and debugging. And then we have uh, another div element, that is grid list. And this another list element, that is grid list, is actually the same things that we have done above, that is the four things that the person is good at, that is web developer, mobile developer, networking and debugging. We are here using svg files here and mentioning what we do in that particular order. That list is done here by using the unordered list again, and we are calling it, giving it last name as grid list. And here you can see we are using list item. In that list item we have div, main div, that says about card, and we have another div for adding the icon svg, that is image, and we have h3 element for adding the name of that is the title, and paragraph element to mention the information about that particular domain. And this same thing is copied again for 4 times, so here you can be able to get for the 4 elements that we have. You can see here we have web developer, mobile developer, networking and debugging. And now let's go to the css file. About wrapper displays grid, gap is 50 pixel, margin block and is called 70 pixel. You can see by adding the grid element we are aligning both elements in the row format, and we are having a gap of 50 pixel each between each of them. Then we have progress list, and for the progress list we have label wrapper, that is display flex, space between, justify content space between, align items is center, margin block and is 4 pixel. You can see the progress list is nothing but this is the progress list, right? Web developer, mobile developer, networking and debugging. So we are aligning each of them one after the another, and we are having space between each and every one. You can see the space between each and every one. Then we have progress item, not last child, margin block end is given to it. Then we have progress bar. For that background color is black color. You can see that is the basic color that we are given. You can see this black color, that is the graded color first we giving as default value to it. Then we have border radius is rounded border radius. You can see we have curved edges like tube, small curved tube. Then we have progress field, height is inherent. Then about card, text align is center. You can see for the about card, that is this is the about card, all the elements are aligned exactly at the center. The icon, the title and the data, you can see they are all aligned exactly at the center. Next we have card icon. For that we are giving max width and margin inline. And for the about card, card title margin block is even. For the block card also we are giving the margin. Then uh, then we can go to the project section. So now let's go to the project section. I hope you understand everything. So now right now we are in the project section. The project section we have the main div, that is the container div. You can see here. Then we have another div, that is title wrapper, and we are using data reveal stop. That is from top side to down side the animation will take place. In that we have a div to mention our latest projects and paragraph element to mention check out the latest fully interactive projects. Then we have anchor tag, that is the buttons to see all the projects. Let me show you the image. So this is the image. You can see latest projects and the button and the top. Then we have the main grid list that we have used. Here we are using unordered list. For that I'm adding a grid list as a class, and I'm using list element. You can see this is the first list element, and in the list element I have the main div, project card div. Then we have card content div. In the card content div I'm having the data about the particular project, that is what is in what domain. We are using the paragraph tag to mention the domain, that is web development. We are using h3 element to mention the title of the project, that is responsive travel. And we are using paragraph tag again to have small information about the project, that is card text. Then we have an anchor tag to have the button by using this demo, which is nothing but the button. So whenever you hover on to that button, it will showcase you the movement of arrow forward line. You can see here, this is the one here, small arrow button. Oh, it's nothing. Then we have the second div. After that is the figure one. Figure is nothing but the image that we are importing. So in one div, that is the main div, in the main uh, div, that is project card div, we have one div element, that is card content, and another is the figure. So we are using two sections in. It is very good thing to do that, so that you will be able to add the grid list to it, so that it will align exactly at the center. So now let's go to the style.css. You can see the margin block end is given to a title. For the button element, we are using grid list equal to gap equal to 40 pixel. You can see the gap between each and every project is 40 pixel of gap will be given. Then we have the for the project card padding displays flex direction is column. Then we have gap equal to gap is given, border radius and overflow is hidden. And for each and every card, that is for the card 1 and card 2, we are adding padding. And for the card 1 padding block end is 0, and for the project gap is 0. And card tag, card title, we are adding the margin and font values to it. And uh, you can see that next we have is the project button tx. For that we are adding displays flex, align items is center, gap is 5 pixel, font size and transition is given to it. For the button, let me show you that blur. You can see here we have demo button. For that we are adding it. Just little bit blur image I have here. Next we have is the contact section. Now let's go to the same list element that we have done for the first one, project card. We are copying the code and we are changing the values for 4 more times. You can see the exact one. We are just changing the values, the data values. That's all, so that we can be able to get the project values. Next we have is the contact section, and in the contact section And in the contact section, you can see that we have the main div, that is the container div. Then we have div that says container contact part, and in that main div we have uh, one div which is for the image icon SVG file, and we have h2 element to mention the title, and we have paragraph element to mention the section text. Then we have form element, and by using the form we are having the input element, input data. What is first div is for input wrapper, that is input data elements. One is for type is text, one other one is email. The reason to mention the type is that it will give before submitting, it will show an error if the user doesn't provide the proper detail. That is, for the email element you have definitely have to mention at the date gmail.com or at the date email.com. If the user doesn't provide such information, it will show an error in the form submission. So that is one of the validation, that is the reason it is good thing to always add the type function to the input elements. Then we have text area. So whenever you want to give more space for the user to enter, then you can use the text area tag, and for that you can mention rows and column numbers so that you can be able to input as much as data that you want. Then we have button to submit, which is send message. The end section ends here. Let's go to the CSS. Before that, let me show you the image of it. Just one second. So this is the contact form. You can see the icon image, the contact title, and section text is in one section, and we have another section, that is form section. So now let's go to the CSS contact, and we have the contact card. For that we are giving the background color, padding, border radius is given to it, displays grid, gap is 40 pixel. So because we are adding the grid, so both are aligned exactly beside each other, and the gap is 40 pixel. Section title is given. Then input fields, for the input fields we are adding the background color, font size, padding, border radius, outline, and outline is given to them. You can see for the input elements we don't have any outline values. We can only see the name star value here, that it showcases the mandatory field to it. Next we have placeholder. For that only we are giving the color value, and text area input field, minimum height is given, height, max height. Then we have resize, that is vertical. Resize vertical. Then we have for the footer element, that is it ends over here. Next we can see the footer element, that is all rights reserved and social icons that we have. Let's go to the index.html. In the footer element we are adding the main div, that is the container div, and we have paragraph element that says all rights reserved, and we have another list. This is the same social list that we had in the navbar. We are copying it again over here. So that is it. In the footer element we have two sections, that is one is the social list, and another one is the all right reserved copy right. So by using this because we are adding the grid value to it, they will be aligned with space between each of them, that is all right reserved at one end and the social icons at one end. Then we have the responsive web design. So by using the date media and mentioning the maximum or minimum size of the particular screen size, we are able to add the have the small changes to the values that we have already written. The above values are these all values are for the desktop version. So from here on we're gonna change those values. Only small values will be changing, like padding values or font size values. These values will change because in the lesser screen size we don't want the text to be in huge text. We want the text to be in small size based on the size of the screen. So by using the date media function we do it. Minimum width is, that is for 575 pixel and above screen size. For those these values will apply. The maximum width and margin inline. Then for the project card, padding is equal to 60 pixel, and contact card padding equal to 60 pixel. You can see this minimum height is 768 pixel. It is for 768 pixel and above. That is for the desktop version also. It will apply. Container maximum width is 720 pixel. The section title we are adding the FS5 values changing. That is font size values changed to 2rem. And grid list is grid template column 1FR. That is one at a time. It will be displayed. And title wrapper, space between and center. Then we have project button. Minimum width is maximum content. Next we have contact. You can see these all values we have already written. Just changing the values, gap values will be changing, or we are adding the display values to it. You can see for the container, footer container also we are using space between and center. This is exactly for the, you can see that is how we are getting this gap over here, and we are aligning both of them at each ends. Next we have 992 and above. This is for the desktop view. For that we are adding the root container and nav open button and nav bar top. Uh, these all values we are changing. There are not huge changes in the values codes. We are changing small values like font size values, color values we are changing. Most of the time that is only taking place. It is similar to the desktop code that I have already written. So this responsive nav design is nothing but by changing the small values, that is font size values or display values, that is in the desktop version we have lot of space, so we can have display flex and you can have space between, so that one element beside another element can have. But in the mobile version the screen size is less, so we have to mention display, that is flex directions column, so one element below that another element will be displayed. So, and we don't want that huge size. We want only 80% of the screen size to be taken. That size only can be allocated to a particular section. That values are updated here. And for grid template column, repeat 4. You can see 4 elements will be repeated in the about section. This is for the desktop version. Next, we can see the minimum width is 200 pixels. This is also for the desktop and above version. Above screen size, you can see this is also for the above screen size values only. So this is the entire HTML CSS. Now let's go to the script JavaScript. So here we are adding const add event listener, that is function. This is will add event listeners to each and every element that is present in the main section, main section of the HTML. That is each and every section we are adding an event listener, so that we can be able to know at which particular section the cursor is currently the user is at. Next we have is the constant. Here this is for the active navbar, that is this is for the mobile version. So first we are creating constants, that is navbar, nav toggle and overlay. So this data navbar is the query selector, data nav toggler and data overlay. So these values are referring to here in the index.html. Let me show you that. Just 1 second. What are the values we have? We have data navbar. Here you can see data navbar one. This is referred over here, and by using the query selector we are referring it to as a new constant, that is navbar. Then we have data nav toggler. You can see here data nav toggler for the close button we have it, so here which is referred here as nav toggler. Then we have data overlay. Second, data overlay. Here you can see we have the data overlay here. This is the empty div that we are using, which is referred over here as overlay. So what we are doing is that for the we are creating another constant, that is toggle navbar, and we are adding a function navbar dot classes dot toggle active overlay dot classes dot toggle active document dot body dot classes dot toggle nav active. So what we are doing is that, so whenever you click on the nav button, so whenever you will in the mobile version, whenever you click on the nav button, so what will happen is that it will add the nav active list to the nav bar, and the nav active list we have the values as visibilities. You can see here. One second, let me show you it so that you will be able to understand it perfectly. Here we added nav element. Second, wait. You can see here nav active. So we are adding this nav bar active to the nav bar. So what will happen? Visibility will be visible. That is, it will move, transform, translate x equal to 300 pixels. So it will move from outside to inside, which is invisible toward the human eye, and it will come inside of the screen size so that it will be visible to us. That nav bar is visible to us because whenever you click on the nav button, and that last is the toggle nav menu. So whenever you click on the data nav toggler, that is the second button, that is nav close or nav close button. So what will happen? It will change, it will remove this nav active, because toggle means that it will add as well as it will remove based on the click on that particular button. That is the reason we are added data nav toggler is the same reference that we have given for both the menu icon. You can see menu outline, this is for the menu icon we are given, and for also for the close icon also we have given the same value. You can see close outline also are giving data nav toggler. So toggle means that it will add and remove based on the click on that particular button. That is, when you click on the menu button, it will add the nav active, and when you click on the cross button, it will close the nav bar. So that is added here by adding the add event listeners. Okay, that is click value. Then we have header value. For the, we want the header to be fixed on top as we scroll towards the downside. Like I'm scrolling like this, we don't want the navbar to disappear, we want the navbar to be fixed. So for that we are adding the event listener to the windows. This is it will be only active for the windows OS. Here we are using is that whenever it is scrolling, that is 100, then we are adding the active to it, and whenever else it is we are removing that active button to it. So this is nothing but whenever in the first section, in the front section, in the home section, then it will be removed, the classes will not be added to the header section, so it will be stayed but that particular place. So whenever it moves from one section to another section, we are adding an active class list uh, to the header section. So what will happen? The navbar will be fixed at the top of that particular website, and it will stick at that particular point. We will be able to see the navbar even when we are scrolling towards the downer sections. So that is done here by using this simpler code. Then we have is the data reveal. This is data reveal. This is by using how the animation take place. The information, the sections will move from top side animation or left side animation or right side animation that we have added. It will take place by using this JavaScript code. So here we are adding two creating two constant, that is reveal elements, reveal delay elements. Here we have data reveal and data reveal delay query selector all. So for all these values we have added data reveal and data reveal elements. You can see data overlay. You can see here data reveal is top, data reveal here also is top, and we have data reveal delay 0.25 seconds. So we are referring these values over here in the script.js file. So you can see that we are referring these two values and we are giving them reveal elements and reveal delay elements as two new constants that we are creating. And we are creating a constant as reveal, and we are adding a function that for every value, that is for every time the data reveal or data reveal delay is shown in the website, whenever we are scrolling to the website, it will be getting those values by using by getting those values, inner HTML values. We are adding a class list that is revealed. So what will happen? This revealed, it will showcase that value, that is we want the data reveal to take place from top to bottom. So we want the image to come from top side to bottom side, and it should take its place, that the revelation will take place by using this if the for and if loop condition that we are given. And whenever, and we want to have some particular delay of seconds, right? We don't want it to be plunked out right on the top. So for that we are adding the for loop to it. That is, we are adding the delay elements, and we are taking those values and we are adding the transition delay to the particular element. You can see the transition delay value is already mentioned in the HTML itself. That is data reveal delay 0.25 seconds. That code is given here. And for that purpose only we are adding the script elements. One script is for the main JavaScript file, and the second script is for the unpack uni icons. And these icons we are adding, we are linking to our index.html file. So this is the website, the entire source code, that the entire code I've explained you, and this is the website that is built. You can see the nav bars, you can see the section elements. Then we have projects. You can see the projects, how they are aligned, and you can see the contact form and contact data, how we added the SVG files, the button hover effects, the hover effect on the social media icons. So this entire website source code will be available in the description. If you like the content, definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content, and try to, if you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. We are very close to reaching uh, to 4,000 hours of watch hour. So I request you, please watch the videos. It takes lot of effects to building it. Definitely try to build this project and gain more experience. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. And if you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel. There are more awesome websites built using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, React.js as well. And we have added so many animation. We have used a lot of JavaScript libraries like AOS, animation and typing JavaScript. So definitely try to visit the channel. And now let's go through the website. You can see the hover effect on the navbar, the color change effect, and you can see the hover effect on the social media icons, and you can see the box shadow effect around the navbar, and you can see the hover effect, as well as you can see the color change, background color change and hover effect on the button. Then you can see the bar design using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so that we can be able to mention the proficiency at that particular work. You can see here. Then we have added some icons to represent the things that we do, that is web developer, mobile developer, networking and debugging. And you can see the projects here. You can see the hover effect on the button. Then you can see the projects. You can see the hover effect on the demo button. You can see how neatly we have given the background color to the entire project work. Then you can see here two more projects, demo buttons. Then we have the contact me form, name, email and message, and you can see the hover effect on the button, and the footer with social media icons. This entire website is also available in mobile and tab version. That is, it is entirely responsive website. Let me show you that. This is the desktop view of the website as you've seen before. Now let's try to go to see the tab version and mobile version of the website. You can see this is the mobile version of the website, how neatly they are aligned, the projects as well as the contact me form. You can see how neatly they have all been aligned. You can see this is the navigational bar and you can see below support at the date, email, our contact details, and the social media icons. And you can see the responsiveness of this website, that is moving from one page to the another by clicking on the particular navbar. You can see the project. So this website is entirely responsive, and this entire website is made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing front-end works using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, as well as React.js. If you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the description. Please let me know in the comment section, and the source code is available in the description. And definitely try to build this project. Thank you.